I am Joy Waterhouse. This is Psychoanalytic Therapy. I'm the therapist and Ray is my client. Good morning, Ray. Thank you for coming. Today's session, you can speak freely. Feel free to talk about anything you'd like. We'll have no interaction between the two of us. At the end of the session, I'll give you an evaluation. Please begin.
Well, as I guess the reason I'm here today is I'm afraid. I'm afraid of relationships. I'm afraid of any kind of relationship. Like, even if I get a job, I'm fearful of my boss. I'm fearful of my coworkers. If I meet somebody in the bar, I'm fearful. And I want to be over this fear. I want to get past this fear. I don't have a life. I don't have any kind of social connections with anybody. Just because there's this panic. A panic that comes from deep within. I can feel it. Like when I'm trying to talk to somebody, even to get their name, there's just this knot that stirs up within my stomach, and a panic starts to well up. And I'm not sure where that comes from, and I'm not sure why I have this fear. I know that I feel often rejected by people. I know that there's a lot of times where people in my life have spoken things negatively over me. You know, my dad was the worst. Man, I could not please that guy for nothing. No matter what I tried, you know, he pushed me and pushed me, and I was the top of my class. I was the starting offense on the football team. I did my best, but it just never amounted to anything for him. All he ever did was just, it was like, all he could say was, "Is that the best that you can do?" I don't know.
Ray, what I'm sensing with you is that you are afraid of failure. You're afraid to fail in your relationships, in life. You seek to please other people, and you feel as though you're unable to do so. You have a fear of socializing yourself out in public. You have a fear of not living up to standards that appears to stem back to your childhood, in which your father had high expectations of you in school, your academics, in your sports abilities, and even though you did and tried your best, you still feel as though you were unable to meet your father's expectations. I also sense that you have a fear of making friends and keeping relationships and maintaining steady friendships and relationships with other people. And again, this appears to stem back to your childhood, in which you were unable to establish those types of social relationships because you were busy trying to live up to expectations of father and family. And I also feel that you have a fear of rejection, and once again stems back to your childhood. Your father not accepting you for who you are and what you want to do with your life, and that you're just afraid, and that you really want to get past this fear of social situations